Hello and welcome to Cosmic Hamsters. If you haven't seen already, we have a website now. Yay! You can find it at cosmichamsters.com. So today I thought I would just go through the website quickly and show you what's on there, and hopefully some of you will find it helpful. So to start with, on the home page, I just explain a bit about why I have created the website, just because I feel like there's a lot of misinformation out there about hamsters still, and I wanted to create somewhere that was another safe, reliable source for proper hamster care. Scrolling down, you'll see a lovely picture of my Luna, who started all this cosmic hamster madness. And then we can click on the About Us page. This then takes us to a page where I just explain a bit more about how Cosmic Hamsters came about, and I have photographs of all my beautiful hamsters that I have rescued over the years. And if you actually click on one of their pictures, it just enlarges the picture, and each picture has a link to a video regarding each hamster. And oh, it's this little Orion, bless his heart. Yep, and then we can go back. And then if we scroll down, we've got the podcast episode, Who is Cosmic Hamsters? Again, it just tells you a bit more about who we are and how we came about. And then if we go back up to the top, we can go to the hamster care guide pages. I'll get there in a minute. And in the hamster care pages, we've got enclosures, bedding, wheels, food, and water, and enrichment. Then you can just click on enclosures, and this just goes through to what size enclosures to get and why, and who it's endorsed by, and does height matter. And then we can click on recommended enclosures. And here we've just got all the different types of enclosures you can get. We've got flat pack. All these pictures have links. If you click on them, it'll take you through to where you can buy them. You can buy them. You can only get them second hand. It won't link through to anywhere. We've then got barred cages. Lots of barred cages. We've got moulded plastic enclosures. And then we have tanks and DIYs, including IKEA hacks, with lots of video links to people building them. Then we can go to enclosure inspiration. Here I've just got lots of pictures of cage examples set up for different hamster species, and if you click on each picture, let me go back up to the top here in a sec, I can show you. Let's go there. Right, click on this one, and you can see, if you look there, if you click on that link, it'll just show you the video that shows you how to set this cage up. And again, it's just a natural theme for a Syrian hamster, so that's just an example of one of them. And it's like that for each picture if you click on them. So lots of beautiful pictures, hopefully help people in setting up and inspiring them to set up their hamster cages. Then we've got a similar one for enclosure setups for poorly elderly hamsters, including weevils, when dealing with weevils and bugs. Again, if you click on them, it just says, for example, this one was a paw hut enclosure for a poorly Syrian hamster by Nico Syrian Hamster, and then just explain a little bit what was going on. And again, there's a link to her social media here, and if there's a video that's relevant to these pictures, the link will be to the video. Let's see if I can find one. Oh yeah, here we go. This was Comet in his last days, bless him, and there's a link to the video where I explain a bit more, but obviously there's a description here explaining how and why I did things. So hopefully this can help people, because normally you just see like these fantastic enclosure setups, and it's not always the case. We need to adapt to our hamsters sometimes. Then if we go back to the hamster care page, we have bedding. Let's click on bedding. Yep, this is just all the different types of bedding, what's safe, how much you should use and why. So we've got paper bedding, we've got hemp bedding, we've got aspen or spruce bedding, and then there's a little video where I talk about bedding, and also I've got the podcast episode where I talk about bedding and bedding depth, a bit more in depth. Fully pun not intended. Then we've got wheels, all the different types of wheels, the silent wheels, what size of wheels to get. And these are the good wheels, but not silent. So if you're on a budget or can get them for free, then brilliant. But, you know, they're a bit noisy. And then we've just got all the wheel review videos I've done over the years. And we've got the podcast episode on wheels and balls. Then we can go to food. Again, we've just got all the different food mix for specific hamster species. Then we've got scatter feeding versus bowl feeding, and we've got some beautiful little bowls to give you examples of what you could buy. Then we've got what else hamsters can eat with shops that supply UK, Europe and USA. And there is more coming up. I'll show you that on a different page in a minute, but these are just some of the main ones. And then we've got my videos where I talk about food and forage and sprays, and the podcast episode about food and water. And then I've got a section on grow your own with a couple of videos. And then we have water, and there's a lovely little picture of Orion with his water bowl and water bottle. 2 sources is better than 1. And here we go, that's the link to the bowls and bottles. Get my words out. And then we've got Enrichment. Here we've got lots of different examples of enrichment. We've got hides and platforms, sand baths and dig boxes, bridges and tunnels, branches, grass mats and moss, board and breakers, and we've even got the podcast episode on enrichment. There's so much on these pages that I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'll just show you hides and platforms, for example. We start off with multi-chamber hides with all the different examples. And then we've got all the other hides, which so many different types. I've included hamster specific shops and also shops that you can find on the high street. Tried to give like different variations, different budgets for people. So these are all the like natural ones, and then we've got cardboard and wooden. And then I've got a section on all the hamster hide videos I've made over the years, how you can make your own. And then we have platform sections with where you can buy them from, and again a video on how to make your own platform. Then I've got a blog section which I'm actually working on at the moment. So as it says, it's coming soon. There's nothing there at the moment, but please do come back shortly. It's coming soon. Then we've got the podcast page where it just shows all the podcast episodes. Then we've got resources, which has lots of hamster supply shops with all safe supplies. Tried to put as many on here as I could. I've got a lot more to come. I think this is going to be a forever expanding section. So yeah, if I've got one of your favourite shops missing, I'm sorry, I'm working on it. So for example, if you look at Hope's Healthy Treats, I've got what they sell underneath. I've got like cages, forage, sprays, treats, hides, etc. Then I've got a section on websites and social media, which is just links to individuals and organisations that do their best to promote proper hamster care out in the world. And then lastly, we have a section on artists, because I love seeing some hamster art or hamster merch. So I don't know about you, but it's one of my favourite things to look for on Instagram. Then go spend some money. Oops. So yeah, had to include that. Then if we just go back up to the top, we have got hamster rescues, and I've tried to put as many ethical hamster rescues around the world. Specifically, we've got England, Ireland, Scotland, USA, rest of the world. Again, hoping to expand on this, and the same with hamster vets. For those of you that don't know, it can be quite hard to find a vet that will treat a hamster, so that's why I wanted to create this page. At the moment, it's mostly UK, USA, with one in Hong Kong, I think. So if any of you want to message me on Instagram or leave a message under this video, if you've got a vet that you can recommend, I can add that to the list. I do have links on this page to our Instagram and YouTube if you want to find me via those links. And so yeah, that's our website. I hope you can find it helpful. I want to say that this is the I should have said this at the beginning, this is the desktop version, but everything that you see on here, it's on the mobile version as well. So hopefully you or someone else out there will find this website helpful. Thanks for watching!